Hi everyone, my name is Joe and this is Lana, my Lana Crystal Skull, and today we are doing a Valentine's Day reading. It's a general reading and a general spread, meaning that we're going to have some fun to see what answers are going to come out for whichever pile you pick. So you got to tune in and see which parts of the message applies to you, because it's a general reading. So messages will be coming out for different people, for different circumstances and different relationship situations and so on. This was supposed to be an Instagram post, but the cards that flew out when I was shuffling, there were too many for a Instagram post, so here we are. Well, what I did was that I just tuned in to Power 1, Power 2, and Power 3 people, and the cards just spoke for itself. So I have used all these are the different card decks that I have used for today's reading, and it's solely for Valentine's Day, this Valentine's Day. And should you wish to you watch this video, you can, because the messages in it, to be honest, I do feel that they can apply to you, whichever situation you are asking about. So even if it's not Valentine's Day, you can actually still pick a pile. Yeah, if it resonates with you, if the video resonates with you, that actually happens. I have noticed this actually happens when I'm checking out other pick a pile readings. Yeah, I read cards. I also love card readings. Yeah, just everything card readings. So, anyways, today we are graced by the Crystal Posse, Snowflake, the Snowflake Obsidian, the uh, this skull is like please remember name. Um, I know that his name it's Ember, and that's the zebra skull. Yeah, I call him Zebra. So, we are also graced by the skull couple over there. I get my skulls from Alphedia. She's actually tagged to, I actually follow her on Instagram. That's also where I was blessed to work with Lana. That's where I welcomed her into my life from Alphedia store. So anyway, if you would like any pick a card readings, you can check out my YouTube channel, or hit subscribe or like if it helped you, and check me out on my Instagram channel. Yeah. Okay, it's not really a channel; it's an account, and it's under Lana. Yeah. So anyway, please at this point take a few minutes to have a look at the card piles and see which ones actually resonate with you. You may pause the video if you wish. Alright, just in case I have not mentioned this reading is going to be long because of the number of cards that are coming out. That have come out actually. So we are going to start with pile number 1. Whichever your situation is at the moment, please bear in mind that as the reading progresses, it's good to see whether it describes your situation and also your person, or you for that matter, so, or what you're dealing with, because I do not use astrology signs. Yeah, I actually base my readings on people's characteristics, people's situations, and so on, and I focus more on that And also I do have advice cards from these lovely ladies, the goddesses, um, as for how you can move forward in the situation, whatever situation you're in. So the advice cards are here. Yeah. So all right, I will start off with the Heart Tarot. All right, if I'm really fast with the card decks, they are actually listed below in the description. Yeah. So all right, we have the Devil. All right, she's a bit fierce in this card, and I like that she's a woman. I mean, usually it's depicted as a man, right? But it can go both ways. All right. Next we have the Knight of Wands. I'll move them up further as we go along. And we have the Strength card. This is a very interesting card, as you can see. You know, usually it's like a woman taming a lion, right? But obviously there's different meanings in this card deck. Swords, Seven of Swords. All right, I'm going to be reading these cards intuitively. So, Seven of Chalices. And the Temperance card, which is also very unique. Now, I must actually mention that for those of you who are actually learning how to use, yeah, I actually teach how to read cards. I'm a card reading coach. I'm just going to briefly mention here that the readings, the description for these decks are very basic. Yeah. So it's good to actually use this deck with other card decks. If you're starting out just using this deck first, it's good to just get a feel of the cards, like the visual part of it, and also the what you intuitively get when you look at these cards. I'm sorry for the pause there. I was actually just putting some cards, rearranging some card decks. So, all right, we have an very interesting combination, and I'm going to move this further down so you can see it better as well. Sorry for the shakiness. Again, this was meant to be an Instagram post, so I apologize because this video was really not planned. Yeah. Okay. For those of you who picked pile number 1, there was, some of you may have been in a previous situation where it was quite toxic. It was very, very toxic, to the point where someone was actually like holding the power in the situation, and there was a need to actually stand your ground, you know, to cut the toxicity out from your situation. So in this case here, even though it's the Devil card, I'm reading it very differently from, because, okay, every reader reads cards differently, just like every hairdresser will have their own style. So just relax and go with, see how this reading resonates with you. If it doesn't, then either pick a pile or try other card reading videos. Yeah, because the messages that are coming through from these cards may be meant to be heard by some people and may resonate with some people. So yeah, however you feel, trust it. And if this video didn't help you or any other part doesn't help you, it's okay. You know, just go with how you feel. Yeah, so basically for this pile here, the message that's coming through is that some of you were involved in a very toxic relationship. It was very heavy, like maybe there were like strong things that pulled you in, like passion maybe, or like hobbies you did together, activities you did together that was very maybe exhilarating or maybe very stress relieving, for example. Maybe you guys hung out and it was really enjoyable, but the thing is that it was quite toxic for you. And I do feel that some of you actually either cut the situation out, like literally at its head, or just said, or are currently at the moment right now where you are making the decision like, I need to stop this, I need to stand in my power and leave this situation. So some of you may actually be coming from this place. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of the past energy, like a little bit of the present, but not so much. Like where you're going right now, I feel that there is something coming up. So with regards to the Knight of Wands, usually he's charging in, right? But if you look at this card, he's kind of like, wait a minute, you know, like, let's just chill out here. Let me look at it. So this, I feel this has got to do with communication that's coming in. It's just give a minute while I tune into the cards as well. I feel as though like he's pausing there. There's like your person, whoever you're thinking about, wants to have communication, wants to make a move, but he's like in that moment of thinking, like, wait, hold on. So even though it's usually like, instead of the usual Knight of Wands that it's like the guy just charging in, this one actually just says like, the message for you is your person is currently in that place right now where he or she is thinking about making a move, but not yet. So some of you may get communication, but your person is currently thinking about it right now. And we will see how it goes as well, because we still have quite a few cards to go through. This is one tarot deck, and we also have the angel cards here that are going to like shed more information as well. Now here we have the Temperance card. Usually the Temperance card is about, you know, divine intervention, and also, you know, the balancing of the situation and so on. In this case here, I feel that your person is actually contemplating. This is a very different interpretation of the classic Rider-Waite Temperance deck. But I do feel that your person is currently contemplating right now about the situation, and it's as though the divine is kind of filling up their cup. I know that it looks like a lady, but it applies to your person, male, female. And it's like a very deliberate, it's not like water gushing out, it's very deliberate. So the inspiration, the spiritual nudges and things that your person may be receiving through intuition, through his or her intuition, may be just very gentle. It's not like, bam, you know, do something or act on it now, you know, like, it's very deliberate. And there may be actually a reason for this, yeah, for why obviously you're watching this reading, and some of you may be watching for hopes that your person will reach out to you. That's what I'm getting from these two cards, especially these two cards so far. So some of you may actually be waiting for a communication with your person. In this case here, I do feel that there may be communication, but at the moment right now, like maybe this minute, your person is just thinking about it. Yeah, some of you may actually receive communication from your person. I apologize for any traffic noise in the background as well. So the thing is that for this case, I do feel like there is some deliberate like nudges from the universe. So your person, he or she is getting those nudges. Yeah. To whether to take action or not, it because I'm reading for several people, like different people with different situations. I feel for some, the intuitive nudges is yes to communicate with you, but your person is actually thinking about it, like processing whatever is coming to them. Yeah, your person is kind of a thinker actually. Like likes to take time to think about it. I know that there's a wands here, but seriously, like just from these two cards, I just feel like your person is the type who likes to sit on it and think about it and then rethink about it. Yeah, so a thinker. In this case, Seven of Chalices, Seven of Cups. So, yeah, for this card, your person actually has very sweet feelings towards you, thinks of you in a very positive way, in a very affectionate way. So even if they do not show it, they do have tender feelings for you. But if you guys are coming from this toxic situation, the thing is that some change has to happen. And for those of you who have cut the situation out and you're looking at this reading or watching this reading, the thing for it, the thing is that your person is receiving some divine guidance, divine through their intuition. And if you have to actually see, because the thing is that this card actually does ask you to stand your ground. So even if your person does have sweet feelings towards you and your situation is toxic, you actually have to see whether the person has made changes, like real changes. We're talking real action changes, and I'm not talking spur of the moment changes like, hey baby, I'm sorry, but then reverts after 1 week or reverts after 3 days, or 1 day, or immediately in conversation with you. So I do feel in an interesting way, I know that this is a devil card, but I feel that this is pretty empowering, just the imagery to me. So you have to actually see if you're asking, does my person care about me? Yeah, your person does. Your person definitely does. I mean, look at this card. This beautiful fairy offering flowers to the other one. And there's like a lot of love that comes from this card. So I do feel that your person does love you, but the situation may be toxic for you, for your own well-being. So the thing is that it's like a decision between self-love and love for others. The thing is, you probably have already most likely shown love to this person, whoever he or she is. You have expressed it, you have shown it, you have done everything you can. That's what I'm getting so far from these cards, just these 4 cards alone. And just the general vibe, I feel like you have done everything you can. And the thing is that that's why in a way this Temperance card has come out, because there needs to be some balance. Eventually you need to have balance coming in. So it's like when you give something, there has to be a return of it. So when someone doesn't do that, it becomes imbalance. You feel tired, feel drained, and so on. So this is actually like a general reading. So if you would like more straightforward readings, I may actually suggest going to other videos, because this reading is going to be long. Like, I'm really going to interpret all these cards based on like whatever I'm getting. So if you really would like some messages from it, then I would actually have to kindly ask you to be a bit patient, because yeah, the thing with this is that yeah, it's actually asking you to decide whether you want to choose self-love, to love yourself and to have healthy boundaries with this person, because this person loves you, but you also have to see where they are going on their journey as well. Like, are they just getting along with their lives, or are they interested in improving themselves, or are they not really self-aware of the consequences of their actions, like how they treated you, for example? Or can they see that this situation is toxic? If they can't, it's always advisable to take good care of yourself, to have healthy boundaries. If you feel like, oh, maybe this person may have some inkling, then good, go ahead with doing what you do best. Stand your ground, do your focus on your activities, focus on your self-care and everything, and trust that your person gets the nudges, because this card actually does speak of the divine speaking to them. But we are not supposed to be observing whether or not they receive the, like, hey, are you like listening to your intuition? Like, we can't really do that, especially like if you are in a long distance relationship, you're far away. You have to trust, and if you really do love your person, which I know you do, then we would want also them for them to be happy, right? So we, in a way, it's asking us to trust that, to let the divine work on them, to let the divine help them. And if you feel like your person is having some difficulty with like just in their situation, then send them love, send them blessings, send them love, and send them some healing to assist them, but not to the point where you're draining yourself. Yeah. So, okay, right now we have the Seven of Swords. For some of you, your person, your person is taking a trip. Is not really taking always necessarily a physical trip, but some of you your person may be taking a physical trip, but for some of you, your person is actually taking a spiritual like journey, like an internal journey, a little bit like the hermit. Thinking of where they want to go, what they want to do with their life, and how they wish to move forward as well in their life. So this is a man, like Seven of Swords. So this is something that they are thinking of. They may actually take action, but they are thinking of it. Because remember, we got the Temperance card here. So this may actually be linked to it. Yeah. For some of you, you may actually get some communication. I don't feel like it's a lot, but because this card has come up, it's like your person may actually choose to actually go within, to think about where they want to go. So even though you may feel like maybe my person may come and communicate with me, yeah, for some of you, yes, but for some of you, your person may actually consider just going within to figure out what they want to do, and how their actions may have impacted you, for example. Because sometimes if you don't feel good about yourself, you don't feel good coming up to someone, like, if you don't feel ready. And in this case here, for some of you, I feel that your person may feel like they need to do some inner work first before they come forward again and try again. They haven't given up in you. That is not what I'm getting right now for this pile, for you guys. I don't feel that he or she is giving up on you guys. I feel more like they have made a choice, like they may make a choice to actually do some, as some may call it, soul searching or whatever it is, to reflect on what they need to do, who they want to be in their lives, and so on, and then take some action. Now we have the Strength card. This is a very interesting card because the message I get is that, okay, I'm pausing because I'm trying to tune into the cards, so I apologize about that. Now for this strength card, your person is, okay, this is more about your person's past. Your person may have come from a place where your person is depicted by this character here, whether it's a he or she. Your person came from a previous place where he or she was betrayed by someone they trusted, and also someone who had something on them, something that they felt like they couldn't really get away from. They felt like almost held on to by the other person. For some of you, they may be dealing with this now, like trying to get out of this situation now, but I feel that this person, your person, was coming from a place where they were previously betrayed by someone they trusted, and also someone who had something that held on to them. I apologize for the works in the background as well. So they are also, your person is also somehow holding on to this situation. That's why I say that I was previously feeling that they are not giving up on you yet, even if they choose to take this like journey path. But I with this card, I do feel like they are holding on. Like you can see how tightly she's grasping onto his hair. I feel like your person is still grasping onto your relationship. So whatever action your person decides to make, your person does hold on, is still holding on to this relationship. As you can see, this strength card here, can you see the similarities here? It's as though like the situation that they were in previously was also toxic as well. So that's also why your person is hesitant about coming forward, about making a move. Once bitten, twice shy. And in that situation, it doesn't excuse whatever toxic or bad behavior they have done towards you. But look at it as a wounded lion, who has been hurt before, and it's kind of like, whoa, stay away from me kind of thing. So the most important thing, right, from these cards, the message is to stand your ground, and there may be some communication coming in for some of you. It's still in decision moment. Look at these cards here. Your person is still in decision mode. So stay open, as in focus on what you are busy with, focus on your self-care, take care of yourself, enjoy yourself, and just let things be, and just let the divine, let your angels, guides, and so on take care of the situation, and trust. If there's communication to come through, let communication come through. If no communication comes through this Valentine's Day, or your situation over the next few days, I feel that if you're watching this not for Valentine's Day, it's over the next few days, if there's no communication, then trust that your person is currently reflecting. Even if they may not seem to be reflecting, like they may seem to be partying, they are still thinking about it. So it's just unseen, yeah, we don't always see everything that's going on in your mind. So that's something to remember as well. And we have, for whatever you guys are asking about or thinking about, very soon. Some of you may be asking a question. The answer is very soon in this case. Alright, we have the Romance Angels cards. I did say that there were going to be lots of cards, and this is a card party. A real card party. So, alright. Some of you may have children, okay? Some of you may have children with your person. So your person may have children. In this case here, in your situation, for some of you, children are a factor, meaning that you may be considering your children's well-being, whether to take the person back. Your person may have children and is considering whether to reconcile with you. I feel like that's the case for what I'm saying right now for some of you. And like, for example, will my children be happy with them or her, or can I afford, like some of your persons may be dealing with financial issues, or may be shy, like more hesitant maybe in committing to a new relationship if they have been wounded before. It's natural, like protecting your children is the number one priority. So okay, maybe for some people in this world it's not, but in this case here, this card does talk about that. Like when your person is thinking, for some of you, your person may actually be considering how to fit you in with their children, because they may have a lot of bills to pay. They may have a lot of things to deal with regards to their children's mom or dad, for that matter. Or you may have concerns for your children with this regards to your person. Could go either way, so you have to see which situation the message resonates with. And for this message, it's important to get to know each other more. So if you just met your person, or you haven't got much time to spend with them, like a really short period of time, couple of weeks, a month, couple of months, and so on, like not many years, like for new relationships, even new relationships, like people you just met, this card calls on you to actually spend more time to know each other, like slow it down. There may be really strong passions, strong attractions, and so on, but it's good to just take it easy and get to know each other. If you are not in communication with each other, there is a desire from your person to know each other more if there is no communication. So that's what they hope to do. That's what their intentions are, for those who are not in communication with your person. For those who are in communication with your person, this card is actually asking you to spend more time to slowly get to know each other, without rushing into things. Take your time, just take it easy and take your time. And this is more like a self-love card, and in for this reading, and to also focus on what you do want in your life. Also, you can see that she's standing in her power as well, like she's confident, she's holding a bow, and she's getting ready to shoot. So this card also asks you to focus on yourself, self-care, take care of yourself. If you need more rest, take some rest. Take it easy, try to take it easy, and to also focus your energies on what you do want. So if you are like worrying or stressing about your situation, this card actually does ask you to trust and to focus on what you do want in your life, something positive, positive communication. If you would hope to hear of your person soon, you can send it up to the divine, or you can check some pick a card readings to find out how they are doing as well, because that helps you to have your own space to take care of yourself while giving the other person like the chance to improve themselves. Because the thing is that if a situation is toxic, then there has to be some changes made. And if your person needs space to actually make that change, then, and you are worried about like how your person is doing and so on, do check out other pick a power readings or pick a card readings to find out how your person is doing, because there are some readings that are like specifically for that. Yeah. And for whatever question that you have asked, Like, yeah, because your situations are different, your questions may be different. Whatever questions that you have asked, for some of you, this is your card right here. And also, um, clearly focus on what you do want, what you want to happen. So if you want communication, then you just focus on dear universe or dear angels, please guide me, and please guide my person to communicate with me soon. And then let it go, and then trust and let it happen in the background. Yeah, I know it's really hard, people. I know it's really, really hard. Okay, like, you miss the person you love, you have so much fun, you have so much joy and time, and you want to spend time with them, and it's really hard sometimes to like wait. But that, I mean, that's the connection, but sometimes we also have to see like what's physically happening at the moment. Yeah, so that's the challenge, and I do empathize with you guys about it. Okay, and we have love yourself first. Again, this card I feel reinforces this card, the message, because you can see like the dynamic. I mean, because your person could be a man, could be a woman, and that's fine as well. It doesn't matter. The thing is that this card, actually, the two characters depict the energies within you and your person. It's like, you see, it's like you want to hold on to your person, but your person is like, oh, just let me hold on, like, I need to go now, bye bye, that sort of thing. And like Cupid is like trying to shoot his ass, or like, no. Yeah, anyways, I'm laughing at the card, actually, because it's kind of like the angels are like saying, hey, like, can't you see this woman wants you to wait, or can't you see this person wants you to wait, hold on, and this person like, no, I want to like leave already, I need to go. So the thing is that, it's actually advising you to take care of yourself at the moment, because sometimes the more we hold on to people, the more it repels them, and that's sometimes the way it is. So it's actually asking you to trust. Maybe your person is just going on a vacation, or maybe your person is just going away for a break, that sort of thing. And I know that I'm just saying it like as an example, like, your person may actually need to go for their own self-care, to think and sort themselves out, or go to rehab, or wake up to whatever they are doing, like killing themselves, or harming themselves, or trying to numb or intoxicate themselves, whatever the situation is. You have to trust that the divine is watching over them. The divine is watching over them. The divine is giving them guidance, and temperance is also about, to me, that's also about reconciliation. I know that it didn't come out in these cards, but to come back together, if the situation was toxic, as we saw previously, if it was so toxic that you have to say stop, enough, and all those things, then your person actually does have to make changes in their life in order to come back again, to make things different. Because if they don't, then the situation is going to be the same. So you have to allow, for some of you, you have to allow your person to have the freedom to actually go and do their own thing. Yeah. And focus on yourself. That's reinforced. Okay? Don't worry. The divine is watching over them. Okay? The divine really is watching out for them. It's helping them. Because whatever it is that they previously were in, whatever toxic situation they were in, they have to recover from it. They have to heal from it. And passion, the thing is that you guys have a lot of passion, you and your person. You know, they have a lot of passion. They do feel a lot of passion for you. If they're not showing it, they do, okay, within their hearts. So if some of you are asking like, does my person love me? Yes, your person definitely loves you. I mean, as we can see in this card as well. See? The two sweetheart cards. And also you notice that this man, he's leaning in to kiss her. He's not avoiding her. You know, he's actually leaning in to kiss her. So your person, whether male or female, the thing is that your person does love you, okay? Your person loves you, your person has passion for you, but your person really may need to sort him or herself out, you know, for that matter. So, okay, and we are going to the Angel Tarot deck. All right. I may read some cards in reverse, depending on the situation, and upright. Because there's more than one person watching this video, so I gotta see what messages are coming through. Now, for some of you, there may be a new beginning coming. Remember this card, the Knight of Wands. So in this case here, I do feel that for some of you, there's a new beginning. Someone coming in for you. And could be to do with the moon cycles, like maybe the person can be affected by the moon, you know, or like the cycles of the moon if they are spiritual. Or recently we just had the full moon in Leo, so the moon may have cause some emotions and things like that to surface. So there's a new beginning. There are things coming in. So stay positive. Stay positive about your situation, whatever it may be. Even if your person does not come in, for those of you where there is like, where after a few days there's no communication, the thing is that your person is changing, is going through some, sorry, I need to find that card. Your person is going through change. So whatever it is, even if your person takes longer than a couple of days or not during this Valentine's Day, your person will be coming back in a new energy. Yeah. Now we have the Queen of Wands reversed, but let me just have a look. Well, okay, this could go both ways. One is you are someone who is very fiery, very strong, you're very independent, you speak your mind, you're not afraid to go for what you want, and you're very creative. Yeah, that's for you, if for some of you, the viewer. And also you know how to manifest things very easily, like, you know how to like make things work for you. You know how to use your resources well, you're very creative, and you're very strong, like you're confident. And you're warm as well, like you like to be, some of you may actually like to just be with friends, you know, like to be out with people. That's for some of you. And okay, with regards to your person, so as I said, this could go both ways. For your person, because it was inverted, I feel like some of them may actually be blocked in a way, meaning that they want to move forward, they want to take action, but they may feel like energetically, like energy-wise blocked. Like they want to take action, but they're like, I'm not so sure. I don't feel like it. You know, that sort of mode. That's for some of you. That's why it was in a reverse. But for others of you, especially for the one where they are taking action, they're coming in and everything, for those of you who do have some communication coming in, this communication is coming in fast and strong. But remember to stand your ground, just like this lady here. Stand your ground, focus on what you want. If what you want is clear communication, focus on clear communication. If what you want is honesty and truth, then focus on that. Focus on what you do want and have healthy boundaries for yourself. Yeah. Because that actually helps the person. I know this sounds like counterintuitive, having boundaries helps the other person. Because sometimes some people have not had a lot of people say no to them, for example, or have not been able to cope with rejection or cope with people disagreeing with them, and they have had people just going with them the whole time. Like, can you imagine, like, someone who has their way all the time and nobody says no to them, like, I want this, I want that, and then when you say no, I can't do this because it exhausts me, I can't do this because you're not giving to my relationship, then the person is like, well, it's your fault, or blames you or tries to make you feel bad, for example. Then that's obviously toxic, because the person is not respecting who you are as a person. The person is not like listening to what you're saying, like your needs and how you're feeling. So the thing is that it's important to remember, no matter what happens, stand your ground and know what you do want. So if you want things to slow down, you don't want things to like be so like crazy fast, like previously it was so crazy fast, now I want it to slow down, then the person comes in like hot and heavy, and you're like, wait, hey, look, I'm happy to talk to you, but can we just slow this down a notch? Like, just express it whatever way you feel, intuitively, the way you feel. If you don't feel comfortable like saying it, you can actually like just express it with the way you act. Like maybe not responding to his text or his or her text so quickly, or maybe just hanging out first, but just focusing on the friendship part, like taking it slower in that way. And in that sense, you get to know each other better. You get to like know more about his or her situation, your person's situation, and what they're dealing with, who they are as a person, what interests them, and so on. And we have here the Knight of Fire. I mean, like, this is the same knight. Okay, and you know what the funny thing is, that usually he's like charging in, right, the Rider-Waite deck, but in both cases it's not. Okay, that's the interesting part about it. In this particular case, and because it's twice, I do feel that this communication thing is strong. Okay, the desire for your person to make the communication is very strong, but because this is a general reading, I am not getting a very like overwhelming vibe that, like, because okay, I do not know how many people are going to watch this. Maybe one, maybe none, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 20. I don't know how many people are going to be watching this reading, but for those of you who feel very strong, like right now, you feel like, I can feel it. It's not like I want. There's a difference. That, okay, you have to sense it. But those of you who are intuitive, those of you who can feel it, there is a difference between I want and between I feel something is going to come. That vibe. Because sometimes what you're picking up is your person's vibe. That's why you feel like, oh my god, this person is going to communicate with me. But then nothing happens. Sometimes that happens. But I'm just saying that there is no guarantee, because this is a general reading. But the Knight of Wands, fire, has come up twice. So I feel like there's a very strong, overwhelming feeling that your person wants to come in. He wants to come in. But you see here, that vibe, this character, your person may be male or female, but it doesn't matter, because this character is depicting their energy. And it's like the horse wants to move forward and look at the guy. He's like, yeah, okay. So I feel that there's still some time. There's still, like, for some of you, there may be still a little bit of time. You may get the feeling, and you may feel like, oh, I'm so tired of waiting for it. Well, you know what? Then your person is going into this mode. All right. Yeah. So if you resonate with this, that your person may not, may be hesitating or whatever, then focus on yourself. Take the energy off, because when you have this energy, okay, of like, oh, I'm so over it, my person is taking so freaking long, that's negative energy, right? And we are talking about positive energy here, so focus on yourself. Maybe indulge in a hobby, indulge in yourself, take great care of yourself, have a great time, because nobody likes to look at a person in this energy, okay? It just brings everyone's energy down. So for those of you who feel like, oh, I'm so over it, my person is taking so freaking long, then don't focus on this energy. Like, boots it away, and focus on yourself, because you're gorgeous, you're awesome, okay? And you're a freaking queen, man. So just focus on yourself. And yes, even if you're a guy watching this, you're a freaking king, all right? And if your person is taking some time to figure things out, deciding, and things are not improving yet, focus on yourself and take great care of yourself. I know that some of you want to hear some positive news about it, but what I can suggest is this, okay? If some of you have been waiting for a very, very long time for this to happen, then what I can suggest is trying another pick a power reading, okay, to find out an estimation of how long your person is going to take in this mode. All right, I know this is not the Hermit card, but this is like almost the Hermit card for me. Yeah, so what I can suggest is changing your question to from will he communicate with me, or when will he communicate with me, to how long will my person take for his or her self-improvement or healing or whatever it is. Because the thing is that once you leave this energy, once you leave the energy of waiting, you come out of it and you start to, things can shift. It's because it's a push-pull, it's a dynamic. We're talking about dynamics. And sometimes your person reflects what you have not healed yet. And sometimes you reflect to your person what they haven't healed yet. So your person, for example, your person may have like attachment issues, like attachment to a person. So it may be healthy for you to reflect on in what way is something not yet healed or not yet released from yourself or your life. I know that you have done a lot of work. Okay, you have done a lot of inner work on yourself. You've done a lot of work on yourself to be a better person, to be who you are right now, which is amazing. But sometimes your person is also bringing up some things that may be hidden to you, that may need to be released or yet to be released. I mean, for example, like, it took me almost like half a year to realize that there was some connection between me and my person with the issues that he was facing, for example. So it isn't always very obvious. And if you have done a lot of work, you may feel like, oh, I'm so, like, my person has so much work to do, for example, like to improve, to be a better person. And I've done so much work, like, is there some work that I still have to do? Well, the thing is yeah, because sometimes that's the case, and we don't want to hear it. Like, I didn't want to hear it. Like, I don't want to hear it, but I mean, I had to deal with it. And the universe comes out and says, oh, if you want to move forward, pass go and get $20 or $200, sorry, then you have to, learn the lesson. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys, and ladies. I am actually, this is actually supposed to be an Instagram post, and thank you for watching until now, because I know this is going to be a freaking long ass reading. Okay. So, all right. So there is a significance for those of you, for some of you, okay, with regards to the Knight of Fire, because with it appearing twice, I feel that, yeah, for some of you, the message is coming through, because I did say that some of you may be getting communication. So this is very strong for some of you. Okay, it's a yes for some of you that you will get communication. All right, for some of you. And with this card, no matter how horrible, or I mean, even if you don't call it horrible, no matter how bad or sad or toxic your relationship may be, trust that there is this link between the two of you, that when both of you come together, there is this union, there's this peace that you feel, there's this love that you do feel between the two of you. And there's a gentleness about it as well. Sometimes there needs to be forgiveness in your situation for things to happen. And for some of you, for those of you who are getting some communication with your person, there is a positive resolution. I know that I haven't gone into it yet, so I will try to tune in and see whether I can feel that for those of you who are getting communication for your person. Just give me a few minutes to tune into that. Okay, for those of you who are getting communication, for some of you who are getting communication, you will get communication, but the communication may be a bit, okay, I know that the person, like I mentioned, like some of them may be rushing in, right? That was because of this card. As I said, this is a general reading. For some of you, your person may be a little bit slow, like meaning that they may communicate, but it's, I don't know, just an example, maybe like, hi, how are you? Something like, 4 words or 5 words kind of thing. The hot and heavy one is kind of like, bam, like blah 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 blah, how are you, blah 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 blah, like trying to strike out a conversation, But for some of you who are getting communication, I feel like it may be actually of a slow variety, because it's the person is shy. That's what I get. The person is afraid. Yeah. That's what I get. Okay, for those of you who may get some communication from your person. So there are two types. Okay, two types of communication that may be coming in for those of you who may hear from your who are hearing from your person. Now we have awakening, which is the Hangman. Remember, things are currently at a temporary standstill. I know that there are some of you who may have waited for your person for a very long time. Like, I'm talking a very long time, like months, years. Okay, for years. The thing is that, seriously, I hope that you have actually been living an awesome life if you have been waiting years for this person. Okay, but aside from that, Because if you wait for someone for years, the person really needs to deserve you, really needs to earn it, because you're an awesome person. So the thing is that with this awakening card, I feel that there are two messages about this. One is asking you to know that things are at a temporary standstill, okay? And for those of you who have been waiting a very long time, I don't feel like you have much time to wait any longer. If you've been waiting for a very, very long time for your person to actually make up their minds and things like that, and you feel like, is my person coming back? Yes, there's a strong possibility your person may reach out to you, but it's a temporary standstill. That means a short time longer to wait. But for those of you who have just separated from your person, it's trying to encourage you in a way that whatever it is, whatever is happening right now, trust that it's temporary. Because temporary could be like 5 days, right? Could be 1 week, but it's going to happen. And also, it's about taking a different perspective. So for your person is going through an awakening right now where they're trying to see things from a different perspective. Because when you see this card, it looks as though like the angel's falling, right? But the thing is that when you look at it this way, the angel is not. It's not falling. So your person, it looks like your person needs to go through this period of time where he or she is trying to change the way they see things, because only then can you allow new things to enter your life. And if you are someone who has set the bar, if you have set the bar this high and your person is here, you can't, if you want to communicate with him or her, you have to actually lower yourself, because the way they speak, the way they act is this manner, right? But you don't behave this way. And if it is toxic, for example, or not so good or positive, and you want to communicate with this person, you have to go down to their level. Because if this person was communicating at your level, then we wouldn't have this situation, would we? If your person was speaking to you respectfully, was not taking you for granted, was loving every moment with you, and so on and so forth, for whatever challenges or issues your relationship is doing, then your person has risen to your level to create a harmonious, loving, peaceful, happy relationship. But if your relationship is not, and you are someone who has done work, loved, you love yourself, you take care of yourself, and your person is at this stage that you don't feel like it's positive or so positive, then it means that your person needs to go through that phase to come up to it. If your person does do that, or if your person chooses to do that, makes that choice, because it's free will. So it's all about not, that's why the boundaries thing is very important. Okay, and taking good care of yourself, because once you start putting yourself first, once you start taking really good care of yourself, then you realize that it's, like, you can tell when someone is disrespecting you, can tell when your person is not treating you equally. And don't forget, temperance is all about balancing. It's also a balance card. I'll focus here, sorry. Yeah, it's also a balance card. So whatever your situation is or happens in your situation today, for Valentine's Day, or for the next few days, or for whenever you're watching this video, it's important to know that once you invest time in loving yourself and a lot of self-care, then you start to set the standards, realize your standards and your boundaries are here. And if anyone comes in under or below this level, then you know immediately that this person either needs to like man up, grow up, realize or take some time to heal, maybe, or take some time to like reflect, and so on and so forth. And this is the free will of your person. So as much as you would like to come into union with your person, what I can see is that there's a huge variety of messages that have come through from just this power itself. But the overall feeling is that some of you may be wanting communication. And for those of you who are asking about that, there is a portion of you who may get communication that may be fast. Some of you, and if that's fast, you may have to slow it down. And if it is not so fast, just know that it is genuine communication. Okay, the person is taking it slowly. All right, but no matter what it is, take it easy. Because once you know your boundaries and your standards, in a way, you are very clear about the action that you need to take next. Take next. And we have the Queen of Sheba as your advice card. Yep, I picked an advice card for you guys, how to move forward. And we love a camel moving forward. Now, this is a very interesting card. It's from my Goddess of the Realms deck. And it's awesome, by the way. It's all the goddesses. Yeah. So, the thing about this card is that you can see that she's sitting pretty, right? So this applies whether you're a man or a woman. It's about the character's energy. And look at the way she's like sitting pretty. She's like having a cup in her hand. She's like just chilling out. I mean, she's in the middle of a desert, and she has like, can you see like she has like a cocktail. Yeah, she has like a cocktail in her hand, and she's in the middle of the desert. Yeah. She's a queen, man. And all of you are queens and kings, by the way. So the thing is that she is actually sitting pretty and enjoying herself. Yeah, I just fangirled for a moment there, right? Yeah, sorry about that. So back to the reading. The advice for you is that you are moving forward, okay? And regardless of how challenging your situation may be, or heartbreaking or tough your situation may be, know that you have all the resources and capabilities to live your best life, okay? To be good, to be happy, to be healthy. You have the resources and the ability to do so. So focus on that. Focus on taking good care of yourself, looking good, feeling good, and just being happy. And you realize that, I don't know whether, the thing is that this queen is sitting on a camel. So she's not walking. The camel is doing the walking for her. So the thing is, for your situation, for all of your situations, whatever it is, focus on yourself, focus on your well-being, because the divine is going to be doing the walking for you. Okay, things are going to move for you in the background. I mean, she doesn't keep looking at the camel's legs, right? She just like sits back, relaxes, and looks at the scenery. She doesn't like say, how many kilometers have we gone now, camel? It's all about just chilling out, trusting that things are working out for you. Things will work out for you. Even if you have no communication, if you have communication, whatever your situation is, things are going to work out for you. Things are moving in the background for you. Things will work out for you. And for negotiation, I feel that you can only get to this point if people talk about leverage, okay? But the thing is that when two people come together equally, they can discuss, okay? Negotiation, to me, I don't see it as like a hostage kind of negotiation situation. I see it more as a discussion situation. So even if whatever whenever your person is coming in to communicate with you, know that there is an ability to discuss things. Okay, don't worry, there's a chance to discuss things, to put things out there. Even if your person rushes in, bam bam bam, like tries to rush things around, things like that, even if your person does that, you have the ability to voice what you want and how you feel. If you feel like, oh, this is going too fast for me, can we slow it down? Or, hey, you know what, I can't meet you like so often, I really need to get some things done. Like, even if you do that, and your person decides, if your person decides to like bolt or whatever, at least you've spoken your truth, and whatever happens, you have to trust your intuition. You want to say it, you don't want to say it, you feel like you have to say it, trust your intuition, because you are powerful, you are strong, you already know that whatever this situation is. So stand in your power. Don't be afraid. Stand in your power. If you need to cut out the toxicity, you can cut out the toxicity. I'm sorry about that. I'll repeat again. If you need to cut out of toxicity, or if you have already cut out of toxicity, then you go ahead and do so. And know that no matter what happens, you have to choose yourself. Okay? Because the thing is, you have to choose yourself. All right? Because not everyone will choose you, your best interest and your well-being. And this whole situation, this whole relationship may be actually the catalyst to actually help you to stand your ground, to learn how to get that voice out there, to tell your person how you feel, or like in regards to the boundaries, not really like go communicate with your person now, but when your person does communicate with you. Because in this whole reading, I do not feel that it is you who have to do the communication. I feel like your person may come in to do the communication, whether it's within the next few days, or like May is only for the next few days, or today, for example, Valentine's Day. But for those of you who are reading outside of Valentine's Day, this communication is not for you to do, but for your person to initiate. So if your person were to have gone into this mode, your person will eventually come out of it and will communicate with you. And I say will eventually because you got the 2 Knight of Fires here for that reason. Yeah. So whether you're talking about days, weeks, or months, for example, your person will come back to you. So your question can be like, when will my person come back to me? But if you feel like you have been reading too many of those like pickup piles, for example, and it just seems to be not, it means that firstly, energy is changing. Secondly, it's a general reading, and it's worth your while to at least get one personalized reading. I'm not saying like you have, like, if you resonate with me, sure, you can have a reading with me. But if you feel like you really resonate with another reader, for example, whichever reader you resonate with, get a reading from him or her. At least one reading, whether it's 10 minutes, whether it's a 1-question reading, whatever it is, whether it's a short reading. At least find out what the situation is and what your person is dealing with, and so on and so forth, because that gives you a clear gauge of the situation. And if you like, get another reading like sometime later, I would suggest, if you have been waiting for a very long time for this person, I would suggest getting a personalized reading if you have not previously done so, because general readings are general for quite a few people. A lot of messages come through, and you really have to rely on your intuition to see which one comes out. And I feel that if you have been waiting a long time for a person and you have not had a detailed reading for yourself, then it's good to have a personalized reading. And if you have been just waiting for a short while, like a couple of months or whatever, you can wait and see, because I know that sometimes you would like to prefer to just have a rough gauge of how things are going. So see your situation, and whatever happens, trust your intuition, and know that with things and changes that you make in your life, the same happens for your dynamic as well, and it's all unseen. Yeah, it's only a matter of how long it will take. Yeah. So pile one, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that whatever you do for your Valentine's Day, I hope you have a lovely one. Take care. Bye. Now I'm going on to pile two, so I'm going to just clear the cards. Alright, for those of you who have chosen pile two, welcome to my channel and video. This is Llana. My name is Jo, and this is Llana, my Llanite crystal skull, and with her crystal posses. Yeah, I work with crystal skulls, and you can join Llana's skull page on Instagram if you like, for pick a pile readings. This reading was meant to be a Instagram post. Yeah, so this is like an impromptu YouTube like pick a pile reading. So I do apologize because the location and everything I chose may or may not be the best of choices, but I hope that this reading is helpful to you in some way. This is going to be a general reading, and the thing with this reading is that my question was what is coming up for your Valentine's Day and for the next few days. Yeah, so it's not just I feel the messages that come through may not necessarily be just for one day, Valentine's Day alone, but for the next few days. And in some cases, it may even be further than that. So it depends on your situation. And because this is a general reading, I do not know who is going to be watching this. Thank you for checking in and giving this video a chance to check it out. Basically, the cards flew out when I was shuffling. I have not seen these cards prior, so there may be some pauses when I am actually doing the reading itself. And I hope that because this is a pretty general reading, I hope that you can use your intuition to tune in to the messages that may resonate with you and your situation. The thing is that I do not use stars like astrological signs. I don't read using that. I read based on character, a person describing a person's character and situation, sometimes even describing you as well. So that's how you can see whether it resonates with you, based on your situation, your person, and your maybe some descriptions of yourself. And if it doesn't resonate with you, please pick either another pile or go or try another pick a pile video or pick a card video that resonates better with you. You don't have to actually you don't actually have to like stick with it if it doesn't resonate with you, okay? And if this reading helped you, please give a like and subscribe if you like, or check out Llana's page, Instagram page, for some cute crystal skull photos and pick card readings. All right, So I'm just going to get started, and I'm going to bring it down. All right. So we're going to start off with the Heart Tarot, which looks like this. Yeah, pretty cute. Comes in heart shapes. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to show you all the cards that come out, and then I'm going to interpret them. Okay, and they are going to be intuitively interpreted. All right. Four of Wands. Knave of Chalices. Had a great time. The High Priestess. Queen of Swords. Three of Wands. And the Five of Pentacles. Okay. I will have to turn the fan on because I was trying to minimize the sound in the background, but I'm very sorry. It's pretty sunny today. So, okay, I hope that you guys can still hear me clearly. So, all right. Because, okay, this was meant to be an Instagram post, but because too many cards came out, I had to actually make it a video instead so that it's easier for people to actually keep it, you know, like to check out their messages. So, right, if at any point in time that the message doesn't mostly, because this is a general reading, so you have to like kind of like see how it progresses. If at a certain point you feel like it doesn't really speak of your situation or you or your person, then please choose a different pile or different pick a card reading, because yeah, these messages are coming through because they need to be heard by some people. So if you don't resonate with it, it's fine. Trust your intuition, and I hope that you have a great Valentine's Day. If not, we are going to continue. All right. So we have actually the Four of Wands. All right, I feel like some of you may have actually been holding on to your situation for quite some time. Like, instead of eating, you know, like, because it's all about symbolism, you know, and I'm actually reading these cards intuitively, so I'm seeing what I pick up. I feel that you are depicted by this character here, whether you are male or female, that you have actually been you have actually been waiting on this for some time. You've been like literally sitting on it, thinking about it. And yeah, basically you are like, some of you are in that space right now. And with the Knave of Chalices. And some of you may even be tired out by the situation. Not only have you been sitting around, but you have been waiting, like, you know, like waiting around and just tired of it, you know. With the High Priestess, I feel that there's a desire for some of you to actually, for your situation, to want to see what's going on. You know, like you want things to be revealed to you. you're an open book for sure. Like you have expressed how you feel to your person. You know you have said you have done your best and everything else. And the thing is that I do feel like you are an open book, but your person some of you, you may feel like your person is not an open book, and you may want to actually open their book up to find out what's going on in the background. And you're someone with the High Priestess energy from this card. You're someone who is very intuitive, someone who is in tune with, how you feel, who you are, how how your energy levels, what affects you, and so on and so forth. So I feel like you're someone who is very highly intuitive. For the Queen of Swords, I feel like this is your energy. It could go both ways, but for your energy, I feel that you are currently sitting in a place where you're not taking any bullshit. You can see like the sword is in, just by her side. She's like resting her elbow on it. It's like on standby mode. She's not grabbing the sword, but she's kind of like, yeah, it's there when I need it, and she isn't afraid to use it. So the thing is that, just like this waiting card, I feel like the waiting in this card, I feel like you guys have been waiting for quite some time, and it's you guys are also not afraid to take some bullshit. This applies to you even whether you are a man or a woman. You are currently in this place where you are healing. You're doing your own self-healing, you're taking care of yourself, but you're kind of like, yeah, if my person wants to have any communication, it better be clear without any bullshit. That kind of vibe. That's what I'm getting. It's like, you can still talk to me, just that, just don't give me any bullshit and lies, Don't worry, if there are more messages here that's coming up, so don't worry, because the cards just need to it's like you need to see as well whether it resonates with you, whether it describes the situation and so on. So don't worry if nothing is coming up yet with regards to your situation. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles. For a small percentage of your persons, they are actually thinking about it and making a wish, hoping for things to work out. Just like this lady is throwing coins into like a wishing well. This for a small portion of you, for your persons. For you as the viewer, I feel that you guys have been trying to manifest your person into your life. It's kind of like you have been waiting for quite some time. You're tired of waiting. You may or may not know what is going on with your person, what's happening, but you want communication, but good communication, clear communication, honest communication, and you have been hoping and wishing on this for quite some time. All right, and with this card, the Three of Wands. Finally, this card actually carries the message that things are coming up for you. Three of Wands. It's like, can you see that little baby nest egg? And see the couple there, like trying to build a nest? So, the thing is that from this card, I feel that whether it's for Valentine's Day or whether it's the next few days, I feel that something new may come up. That's actually the message I'm getting from this card. As I said, I'm reading this intuitively. And if communication does come to you, there's an intention for things to be built together between the two of you. Also, that's the message I do get from this fish. Like it's the way, like it's swimming in, it's like it's coming in. So I feel that for some of you, communication may actually be coming in for you, and with like we at the moment, I would need to see more cards to actually see what's coming up for you. Okay, we're calling in your soulmate. We have soulmate. All right, so it looks like you pile 2 guys, you all are manifestors, okay? And if the cards come out upside down, I'm going to read it as it is, because you never know, some messages need to come through in that way, and it's not necessarily negative. All right. Okay. With calling in your soulmate. Yes, it ties in with this. All right, that's what I get from these cards. I'm sorry, let me adjust it better. You guys. All right. So, with these cards, you guys have been like, please, like, talk to me, you know, like that sort of like, I mean, I'm just joking with you. It's just that it's like you guys are trying, you know, like, come on, you know. Ugh. Yeah, I feel you, okay? I can feel you, I feel you, all right? You guys are like, come on already. And the thing is that this dynamic, yes, your person is your soulmate. You know, it's pretty straightforward. Whether it's like a twin flame or karmic or whatever, that depends on your unique situation. I apologize for the traffic in the background. This card does affirm that your person is a soulmate. You know, there is a strong connection that links you together from past lives. And you guys are powerful manifestors. Yeah. And also, this card asks you to stay positive. You know, like when you are thinking about your person. I mean, sure, your person may have hurt you, may have done some silly and horrible things, or like hurtful things and stuff like that. But if your wish is for them to be happy, your wish is for them to be to heal their wounds, to be a better person, then it's also good to be positive about them. You know? I mean, especially if you're calling them in again, because whatever your situation may be, it's unique to every single person. If you split for a reason, it was because the feeling I get is because you were at this level, okay? You were coming in. That's what I get from this power. All right, you were coming in with this level. Okay, this is you, and then your person turned out to be here. You know, and that's why you are not together, because if you were together, then you would be matched up equally in terms of energy, right? In terms of like equal give and take, in terms of communication, in terms of action and words and everything. So the thing is that because it was like that, you know, it was not healthy or safe or good for you to remain in a dynamic, because each time you communicate with your person, you have to come down to his or her level, you know, to speak their way, or speak their language, or to behave that way so that they will not do certain things, or they will get it. But that's exhausting, you know, that's energetically draining for any of us to do that. So that's actually why, you know, this card came out. It's kind of like, I'm not dealing with your bullshit things, bye, you know. So unless the person has clear communication, if not, you're kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna take my sword out. Yeah. So basically, by calling in your soulmate, you would also hope that they have done some healing of their own, right? And some that they are feeling they are in a better stage of their life, really, to communicate well with you, to be in a healthy relationship, to be in healthy dynamics with you. And you have new love coming in. So as I said, this actually ties in with this card, all right? So there is new love coming in for most of you, okay? Because the thing is that this is a general reading, but for the sake of this reading, I will say yes. Yes, new love is coming in for you. Again, please trust your intuition, all right? Because this may not be just for Valentine's Day. This may not be over the next few days. This new love may actually come in beyond past Valentine's Day. Because for this reading itself, it was really general. So I actually gave I tuned in, and the cards, for these cards, you can actually choose a pile outside of Valentine's Day. It will apply to you as well. Okay, so because this reading was meant for Valentine's Day, for Valentine's Day viewers, people who are asking for Valentine's Day, I feel like some of you may get new love on Valentine's Day. You may get a message on Valentine's Day or over the next few days after Valentine's Day. Okay? For those of you who are watching outside of Valentine's Day itself, then I would say that yes, new love is coming in, but it may take some time. How long it may take, I am not, like, this is not part of the reading at the moment, but if the message does come up, I will actually mention that. So all right, let's continue. So the thing was that your person, okay, for some of you, your person was very controlling, all right? Wanted to control this, that, how you speak, you know, how things are going. If you don't say certain things they are like, why you not, you know, like, how can you say that, you know, like when you're speaking your truth, maybe, or maybe when you are just trying to ask something friendly, or maybe you're just trying to say something nice, or like it may seem, what I'm getting is that it may seem very trivial, you know, and your person just picked on it, like, why, you know, how could you, or, you know, that sort of like nitpicking. I feel like each time some of you tried to show yourselves, it was like, you see the like the woman standing here, she's open, right, and the guy's like, yeah, I'm like, his body language is like facing away. So whether your person is male or female, the energy that comes across is like your person is like, I'm gonna consider, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna accept it. You see his body, the body language of this character is turned away, and this woman is kind of like, what's going on, you know, like she's turning to look at it. For this person, I feel like he's not fully open to this character. Okay, the dynamic of this card is such that your person is getting divine guidance, is getting, you know, from their intuition, they are getting divine guidance and assistance and help. But this will resonate for those of you whose person, he or she was actually trying to control the situation, like trying to make the situation about them, about their issues, and not really respecting your boundaries, not really like seeking to empathize with you and your situation, like what you are going through, and what you have given for this connection to happen. Yeah, that's the message I'm getting from this card. This card actually describes some of your persons, and some of you may actually have been dealing with deception, where someone wasn't telling the truth to you, or someone wasn't expressing how they really felt to you. And you know, it's as though, like, yes, these are just characters, okay, and I'm just looking at the energies that's coming out from them. So even if they are men and or woman, it doesn't matter. The thing is that it's as though you called your person out, like this person is to this man. You know, it's like you called them out in some way, whether it's directly or whether it's indirectly. The thing is that you did. and your person is like, whoa, wait, oh, holy crap, like she knows. And this person like, huh? It's I mean, it's like, you can imagine, right? The person saying something bullshit like, oh, I don't know, I was just sitting on this person's lap, I don't know this person, what were you talking about, or whatever. And you can see that this little angel, this little cherub is untying her mask. So basically, the dynamic from this card is that the divine showed you the truth of your situation and allowed you to be clear about it. And some of you were even clear about it with your person. Some of you may have walked away, but some of you may actually have made it known to your person, whether it's obvious or indirectly or directly. Your person knows about it, and your person did try to come up with some excuse of some sort or reasoning to say, oh, I was like, I don't know, I had a tough time growing up, or maybe I had a tough time in at work, or whatever their reasons may be. They had some reason. They didn't like straight up just tell you the truth about it. They actually tried to hide it from you, and then when you called them out, for some of you, they were like, some of them were defensive towards you, or some of them were like just giving a lot of excuses. Yeah, but because this is the second message is that because this card was in reverse, the thing is that whatever communication is coming through is with truth, okay? And don't worry, because even if at the back of your head you're like, well, this person is kind of a, the thing is that you have a sword, so it doesn't matter, it's, the thing is that your person is coming in with this sort of clarity. Your person is coming in with clarity, coming in honestly. But if you fear that the person is not going to be clear or honest about things, don't worry, because you are wiser and you are smarter right now, and you're not afraid to be clear about the situation if it's not as truthful as you want it to be. So don't worry about it. And also, this thing, keep an open mind. So because it was reversed, the message I got is that your person was not open towards you in some way, a little bit hesitant. It's like, you can, I mean, it's as though you were, I mean, okay, you could be man or woman, but the thing is that for this character, it's as though you were these characters. You were like, hi, and then you're like so excited, like, I want to know you more. And then this guy is like, yeah, right. You can't really see the same enthusiasm in his face as the ladies. It's as though like previously your person, you were like more engaging, you were like more proactive with your person, and then your person was kind of like a little bit hesitant or not as enthusiastic as you. Yeah. So this is like describing the past. And you have this card here as well, and it came in reverse. Now this will have two messages for this. I'm sorry if I mix up the messages, okay, because it's actually been a pretty long reading. So I do apologize if I've missed out, if I said two messages and it turns out to be one, because that's probably what I get intuitively for the reading. And also this reading is guided by Llana. It's, the space is held by Llana as well, the crystal skull. So whatever intuitive messages that come through and things like that is actually also guided with her energies as well, and the crystal posse. So anyway, the thing is that for this card, it came in upside down because, okay, just as I mentioned, keep an open mind. These two cards are upside down because your person came from these places where your person was not open to a connection, like a connection with you, like possibly maybe he or she didn't see that it was possible. Maybe he or she felt like too much work, maybe couldn't see it happening, or all sorts of things. This person, I feel like this person had a lot of excuses. You know, not like for the sake of it, just this person had a lot of reasons to say no at the time. This is a past energy, by the way. These are past energy cards. Yeah. And also, your person didn't feel safe to love. I mean, you see the way this lady is there, right? And usually, you would think that the person, I mean, okay, I don't know about you, but personally, usually when I see a knight with a lady, the knight is like either showing some indication, like maybe his arm is on the horse, or maybe his hand is on the reins, or something like that. But in this case here, you see he's just holding onto his sword, just like she is holding onto her sword. And it's like she's just getting ready to go. You know, like, she looks awesome, by the way. Like, you guys are awesome. She's like awesome. The sheriffs are like putting like a crown on her head or something like that, like blessing her, and she's like ready to go, like woohoo. And the guy is like, yeah, okay, I'll just be right here. You know, he doesn't make an indication, and it's just representative of the dynamics in the past, you know, where he didn't feel safe to love, so he held on to your person. May be male or female, but it doesn't matter. The thing is that your person decided to hold on to his or her sword, which is like, I'll just keep myself safe, and you, yeah, sure, you can just go on your horse and you can go do whatever you want, but I'm just going to stay right here. So this was previously their energy. Okay, that's why it was in the reverse. But I have to actually say that right now, because your person, right, it was previously in the reverse, but right now I do feel that with this new love card and this Three of Wands card, I do feel that your person is giving it a chance. As you can see here, this character is offering a rose, and you can see that she is receptive to it. So it's like, however small it may be, because this rose is like just one flower, right? It's not a bouquet of flowers. So no matter how small the token may be, or the offer may be of your person to communicate with you, whether it's a small text message or not, it is in a positive way. There are no negative intentions, you know, or energies about it. All right. So we will go on. I'm sorry, but there were too many cards. I did say it was going to be a card party, and they really did. Alright. Again, these cards are read intuitively, and I'm sorry, I am running out of space. This is how many cards flew out, guys. Like, literally. Yeah. Sorry, can you guys see the cards? This was a whole lot more cards than the previous pile. Yeah, I'll say that. Just give me a minute, please. Alright, so we have the Three of Water, Eight of Fire. Yeah, I just want to lay it out first, you know, so that I knew where how much space. Ten of Water, Ten of Air. Now, even if the card is reversed, I may read it two ways. Alright, so Queen of Air, Five of Fire, Unity. This is like the Hierophant, by the way. Knight of Fire, Knight of Air, and they have the World. Okay, let's see now. Remember, this message is for like Valentine's Day, and also it could be for the next few days after that, or if you're reading this outside Valentine's Day, this could be for the next few days as well for you. Yeah, even that. So, with the, just now we did see the positive card. Oh man. Yeah, this card and this card coming through. So this card ties in with them. Alright. Something is coming in for you. I know that this is a Three of Wands, but that's the energy I get from these cards. I feel like there's something coming in for celebration. Something positive coming in. Alright, for you guys. And things will be moving fast. Yeah. The message, the new love, for some of you, the new love and the communication and so on may actually be fast. Alright? But this was in the reverse. Okay, so previously, you guys may have had a lot of things happening, a lot of issues, alright? Like conflicting, how do you say, conflicting ideas, conflicting priorities, maybe conflicting opinions, and so on. Like whatever it is, your the past dynamic of the situation had a lot of conflicts on it, and right now the thing is that it's in reverse. So I feel like things will be better this time. All right, your dynamic, your energy, and also the communication will be better. Again, we have 10 of Water, which is a positive card. I say again because this card actually ties in with again all these cards. Yeah. So with the Three of Water, the Three of Wands, and the New Love card. So the thing is that trustworthy. As I said, you can trust this. Trust it this time, because no matter what happens, okay, you know your boundaries, you know what to do. All right. So if you have been manifesting this person into your life, please, talk to me. I do feel like it's more like the person coming in. I don't feel like it's you having to talk to the person, because I feel like the person may have blocked you, the person may have like ghosted you or something like that, or doesn't reply your messages. That's what I feel. So in this situation, I do feel like your person is coming through actually. Yeah, coming through for this. And yeah, so let's see, we go on with this 10 of Air. Okay, for some of you guys, I'm sorry, okay, for whatever you have been through. It was a very painful situation. It's as though you had to cut your losses. That's the way I feel. And you had to do a lot of self-healing. It was very painful because it's like it just kept coming up in memories, and yeah, it was very painful. It was a very painful separation for you to step away, to choose to move on with your life. So I'm sorry with whatever that you have gone through, okay? But because this is in a reverse, I read it as you have moved past this situation. You have come out of it stronger, better. That chapter has ended, all right? And interestingly, this World in reverse is below it, but we'll get to it later. Okay, so as I said, this card isn't necessarily like negative. It actually had positive like positive meanings from it, messages from it. So from this card, I feel that you are someone, whether you're male or female, you're someone who is very, very strong and confident in, like, in a way also logical as well, in a positive way. Like, you're strong in this way, like you are very clear, you are aware of, you have this awareness of situations, of looking at things. This is who you are at the moment. That's how, what I'm sensing. And if you may or may not, like, because there are many of you watching, so what I'm getting from this card is that you are someone who is who has mental clarity, who is clear about who you are and what you do want. You see, it's like she has this, I do apologize for any construction noise that may be in the background as well. She's like manifesting this unicorn, right? Like in her orb, like she's going to create something. So again, it just reinforces what I mentioned before, that you are a manifester. So you're someone who has this ability to just focus clearly on certain things. To focus clearly on certain things. All right. And also, you're not afraid to clear away things that no longer serve you. All right. So keep up with the good work. You know that it's coming through. It's coming through. By the way, through and true. Yeah, both ways. I feel. Again, 5 of Fire. You see, this is similar to this card. Again, it was in the reverse. So I feel that there were huge issues with regards to, like, opposing views, you know, like conflicting ideas, opinions. Like, it was big, you know, like, I mean, come on, like, that's what I got from just this card, you know. Like, it was really, 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 really painful. It's like, I don't know, infinity pain, like infinity release, like really, really, really painful for you guys. And because the dynamics you guys went through was really, 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 really hard, tough. Okay. So, like, lots of fights, lots of disagreements, tears, heartaches. Yeah, a lot. So I just feel that this card reinforces that. Okay. And because it's upside down, what I'm reading from these two cards is that it's over, okay? It's past energy, so don't worry about it. It's just affirming your situation. All right, with this card here, your person is currently sitting in this position of contemplation right now. I know that I did mention this new love, new beginning, three of cups, you know, energies and everything. But at the moment, your person right now is thinking things through, like how to approach it. That's actually what I'm getting from this card. Yeah, your person is not going into hermit mode, so don't worry about it. But your person is actually thinking about how to make the move. Yeah, and how to like, you can see there's this balance, these two keys, and basically this card is interesting because it has all the different, like, most of the different religions, major religions out there. So it's kind of like, usually this card for me represents someone who is like in contemplation of like different perspectives, you know, different ways of looking at things. And your person, he or she, is currently looking at that right now. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this card. So it's like thinking how to approach this situation, how to come out, to take action to do this. All right. And we have the Knight of Air. Woo! All right. Okay. I am reading this intuitively. All right. I love this card. I actually do love this card. All right, when it comes out, because it's movement for me. All right, it's always movement for me. So your person, he or she, is taking action, moving forward, coming forward with clarity, clear communication, with intentions for that. Okay, great speed, moving with great speed. All right. So even if even if you may still, because I know you have been through, people, I know that you have been through a very tough time, I know that, but don't forget, you are strong, okay? If your person wishes to come in really fast, it's okay, take a breath, relax, and look at its situation, just like you do really well, and just communicate with your person. You know, whatever has happened in the past is the past, okay? It's really the past of it. It's over, okay? There are two choices now. Okay, actually maybe there's more than two choices, but you can actually see it like because this is what I'm getting from the cards, okay? Sure, your person may have been a dude, may have been a douche, may have been whatever you call him or her, okay? But that is in the past. Right now, in this moment, okay? Your person comes in like this. If your person chooses to behave like a douche again, you can easily whip out the sword and say, get the dude away from me or whatever. You can do that. Alright? But if your person turns out not to be a douche, turns out to have, improved him or herself, is a better person, doesn't revert to old bad habits after like a few days or a few weeks, or in conversation, then all your manifestation, efforts have paid off. Because you're manifesting for this person to come in so that you can be together, and in order to be together, he or she needs to meet you on your level, because you are someone, power too, you guys are someone who have actually done a lot of healing, done a lot of work. I mean, look at this. It takes a lot to leave a hive mentality. That's the symbolism of like that I get from this card, and it takes a lot for you to step away, to walk away, even if you were not the one who broke up, even if you were not the one who ghosted, even if you were not the one who said let's break up or stop talking to me or whatever. It's painful. It's very, 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 very painful to make this choice to move on. I mean, the thing is that your person doesn't know the amount of pain you went through, doesn't know the amount of nights you cried possibly, or you were brokenhearted. But the thing is that right now, we acknowledge it. The cards acknowledge it, and we are talking about this coming in right now, because your powers of manifestation have come, and you have done the work, you have done the hard work to move on positively in your life. And that's why this is coming in now. And when this comes in, you then have the option of giving this person a chance or not. And if you have been manifesting this person, it's good to also look at whether there are any more fears to be released, because you also have to trust that you are wise and strong enough to make a good decision in this. I know this may not apply to most of you. This may not apply to some of you, but for those of you who needed to hear it, you are strong and wiser now, okay? And you are freaking awesome. So when this person does come in, trust that you have the mental clarity. You have the mental clarity and the ability to have healthy boundaries, okay? To voice your opinions, to have a good, clear communication with this person. All right? And finally, we have the World card. All right. I'm going to read this in two ways. Previously, when things ended between you and your person, it was the end of a cycle. All right? It was the end of a very, very, very painful cycle. For some of you, it may have even been a karmic cycle as well. If it's like a twin flame, like a very strong connection, it was the end of like a chapter for you, you know, a very big chapter. And the thing is that right now at the end, you know, it is quite fitting because you have come to a place where you're starting new now. Your person, you're embarking on something new. This is a new card, like a message of new beginnings for me. So when it comes up, so I feel that again it ties in with this message that has been very strong. Okay, that something new is coming in. The end of a new chapter, new beginnings. Okay, so guys, I know that you guys have been through a very tough period of time, but don't worry. Okay, whatever happens, you are always you are always having the control, the power over yourself. Okay, and we have advice cards from the gorgeous ladies, the goddesses from the journey to the goddess realm. And guys, I want to say thank you for hanging on to this video. I really hope that it uploads because my goodness, like I knew it was going to be a long reading. So these are advice cards. I apologize for the traffic in the background. These are advice cards to help you with your situation. Okay, whatever your situation may be. You have Lakshmi, which is abundance. She's so sweet in this. She's really sweet in this card. Confirmation, revelation. Oh, and we have Tara, serenity. Okay. All right. I'm just going to place them here. Okay. Okay, with Lakshmi, what I'm getting from this card is that new beginnings are coming up for you, new things, new opportunities. It's not just with regards to your relationship. I feel that in general, things are coming up for you. If you're waiting on things to happen, waiting for situations to improve, I feel that this is a yes. Things will improve. Things will come together. Resources will show up if you're waiting for it or wanting things to happen. And you do have blessings. You do have blessings from the universe. That's what I feel. Okay, so you are master manifestors. So focus on what you do want, and you can actually use positive affirmations like show me how to move forward, or show me how this matter can be resolved, you know, so that like it's more it opens you up to receiving like positive things and opportunities and people to enter your life. And you have revelation, confirmation. So those of you who wanted confirmation with this reading, it's a yes. That's what I'm getting from this card. It's a yes for your question, okay? Because this is a general like relationship Valentine's Day related reading. So yeah, this card actually talks about confirmation, which is a yes for your question. And also I do see like there will be balance in communication, you know, for some of you asking about communication. Yeah, there will be a balance in communication. The number 4 may be of significance, the number 3 may be of significance, and the number 19 may be of significance as well in this case. And finally we have Tara. Now I feel that this card is more like as support for you guys, because whatever you have been through, okay, for this situation with your person, whatever painful situations and things that you have been through with your person, know that no one can take away this inner peace that you have from within you. Okay, this inner peace, this serenity, resides within you. It can never be taken away. Sure, the person, sometimes if a person is imbalanced, it may like unbalance you, in some way, but know that this is always within you to be tapped on, so whatever happens, you can always come back into it. If someone takes you out from that space of peace, takes you out into a space of stress or fear or whatever it is, or anger, then know that you can just take a break, get some space, come back within to towards like that peace, harmony, and just take some time to heal again. Because when you do that, then you come back into your power again, because this is your power. And you can see that this rainbow comes out from her root chakra all the way into her crown. So this is like a message for you guys, where when you guys balance yourself, when you guys ground yourself, I mean, okay, I know that this is not connected to the rainbow, but that's what I felt. There is this connection to your crown, where when you guys ground yourself, and go within, it actually helps to clear your crown chakra, your third eye even, and to give yourself mental clarity in this situation. So whatever you're dealing with, whoever you're dealing with, trust and know that you have the power. You are in control, okay? And you are freaking awesome, by the way. I love you guys. Thank you so much for staying with me for this reading. I had fun. I had a lot of fun reading these cards for you. I hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day. And if you are reading this outside of Valentine's Day, I hope that this reading has been of some help to you. And stay strong, and sending you lots of love. Bye.